Okay. Hi, I'm Nikki, and if you don't know me, which you probably don't because I've literally made one YouTube video, I wanted to go on a car ride and just talk about life and COVID and different things like that. And I thought it would be fun. So that's what we're gonna do. This setup is you balancing on a water bottle. So that's probably like gonna fail and the phone's gonna fall over. So we might have to resort to an angle in which you can only see the top half of my head. And if that's the case, we're just gonna roll with it. So let's do it. Okay, so where should I start? I am 19 years old and I go to the University of Michigan. And I finished that was super duper predicted. So now this is our angle, like I said, which is not a preferable angle and you can definitely see my double chin, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm 19. I finished my first year at U of M this year. Like, to be honest, it was terrible. And with COVID, it was just a whole ass mess. Like, I can't even begin to describe to you how weird and isolating of a year it was. It was not easy. It was definitely not easy being a freshman and not being like fully immersed in the college environment. Not being able to do anything that you thought you would be able to do as a college student. So I thought we could talk about some realizations that I've had in the past year and just like general COVID things. So the first one that was really on my mind is that it's hard to talk. Like, I feel like I try to talk and the words just don't come out correctly. And I'm always someone who's been very like good at articulating like what I'm feeling, and I'm good at articulating in general, like in terms of like public speaking and all of that. And like, I feel like so many of us have gone from like extroverts to introverts just unintentionally, and like I feel choked up like trying to talk. Like the words will not flow out of my mouth. So hopefully the more YouTube videos I make, the better that becomes again. So that's definitely one thing, which is really annoying. The next thing is like, you make a choice every day, like if you want to like seize the day or not. So it's like, you could spend the day like laying in bed, or you can like choose to like go out and like get a coffee, or like go out and like just like go for a walk. Like, no, going for walks actually suck. Like, walking heals everything. Walking alone is actually extremely depressing, and it just makes you even more contemplative of life, but just like in a negative way. You're just like, well, screw all of this. Like, I just don't know why I'm here, what I'm doing. Like, it just makes you contemplate your existence way too much. Like, I'm not saying don't go for walks, but like, yeah, like walking overkill, I've definitely felt like not good at times from that. And so laying in bed and all of that stuff is like good and important, but like when we have no other choice, we have nothing else to do, it just kind of sucks. Like, you just feel so empty inside. Like, you just feel so empty. And like this past year, I would say that's the best way to summarize how I felt, is empty. Waiting for the light. Whew, it's really hard to make YouTube videos. I feel like I've been wanting to for so long, but it's like, when I'm not able to articulate exactly what I'm trying to say, it's like I just give up and then I turn the camera off. So I'm just gonna keep going in this weird like stream of consciousness format, and hopefully I'll like edit it down or something. And hopefully I don't scrap this completely, because there's a chance that I'm gonna scrap this video completely. But yeah, if you're watching this, like, keep watching, because like I swear, like I think I'm meant to make videos, and I swear my videos are gonna get a lot better. So just stay tuned. So basically, if you're wondering what we're doing right now, we're going to a Starbucks drive-thru, and I've honestly wanted to try like different new coffee places near me, but it's like, I'm just, should I? okay, well, maybe we'll go again and waste some money. But like, I'm on the way to, I'm en route. I'm en route right now, so I can't derail the plan. Yeah, so the next realization, I guess, that I have is that coffee is literally one of the only things which is like keeping our generation going. And like, I mean it, like, just like videos with like coffee roasting and like people with their like machines and like the coffee drip coming out, and like, it's just like, it's very grounding. I think it's something that grounds like people our age and just people in general, because it's like, okay, that's something you can always go back to. It's like, there's gonna be a bunch of like changes. There's gonna be like all these things that are changing, but coffee is always gonna be there. And I feel like that's like why we're so obsessed with coffee. I just really like the custom which surrounds coffee, like the idea of going and getting it, or the idea of making it in the morning, and the idea of like being calm and like consuming it, or like just the way that it makes me feel is always like a positive association. So I guess that's my rant on coffee. I feel like I'm holding back, but like I'm also not holding back. So the times where I've tried to film in the past, it just comes off as like disingenuous, because I'm like really trying to think through everything I'm saying before I say it. And so that's what I'm trying not to do. I mean, like, of course I have to talk about Victoria Paris in this video, because she's like the mecca of like TikTok right now, and she's the mecca of like raw organic content. And she didn't really inspire me to film. I've been trying to make YouTube videos for a really long time, but her content style definitely is inspiring, because a lot of the time what's held me back is that, okay, I have to edit everything down. I have to get it into like this concise, palpable, chewable thing. And it's like, people can skip around. People can see if they like it, and if they don't like it, they can go watch something else. No one's like held here by gunpoint. So yeah, just unapologetically just like creating and like not trying to filter yourself is definitely a good takeaway. So really fun story. Not so fun story. Right where I am right now, I'm like in this area surrounding the Starbucks, is where I got into a car accident 2 years ago, and I totaled my car, and that was not cute. Actually, it was terrible. I was like crying, like I was like in the middle of the fucking road. I had like sneaked out of like, bro, this is classic. I like sneaked out of my high school. You're not really supposed to leave during lunch. I left during lunch to go get a coffee, and then I just like, is this light green? Literally where I am right now is this exact place I am is where I got in my car accident. Okay, I've passed the place now. So every time I'm here for a second, I get this like weird like blip of anxiety, and I suffer the consequences. I had literal like scars on my legs, and I also haven't had a car for the past couple years, and so yeah, I definitely went through it, and I learned my lesson that you can't be. It was just a major oversight on my part, because like I knew what I was doing, but then also I was like, meh, I'll be fine. And then the second I felt the impact on the side of my car, I was like, never mind. I'm really not good with this. So it was so crazy. It really is like in slow motion, like how they show in the movies. You're like, it's like, there's like, I'm like, I'm at a grocery store, and there's just like so much going on right now, and I can't. Okay. All right, we're back on track. The next COVID realization which I had is that music stopped sounding as good. This just might be depression, but like music, getting in the car and listening to some tunes used to be like, okay, do you want me to go? Thanks. Used to be like ultimate therapy for me, like insane therapy. But now, not anymore. because literally I just don't seek the same enjoyment from it. Even new music, it just doesn't hit the way it used to. Also, I have to like get mentally prepared. Okay, I'm gonna get a iced coffee, but like with no sugar syrup, because Starbucks like always adds this fucking sugar syrup to their iced coffee, and it just makes me like want to gag. So bye. Thank you. You too. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go this way. Where I'm going right now is my childhood elementary school to see what's up. Let's see what's up. First semester of college down. And does that mean I can go? I'm gonna get into a car accident. Just kidding, I'm not manifesting that. I'm a good driver. So we're heading into the direction of my elementary school. And it's really pretty out today. It's like 48 degrees, but it's super sunny and just super pretty. One thing I hate about being on campus is like I rely on I barely ever see the few friends that I have, but when I do, it's like they have to drive me around, and I just really like being in control of the narrative. Like I just like being in control of like where we're going, what we're doing. I mean, we don't really do anything, and so that's also been like the biggest issue with hanging out with friends is like, what do you want to do type thing. And it's like, I don't know, it feels like a weird little like sorry about that. It just seems like a weird like utopian play date. I think I should patent that, because that was like really profound. Oh my god, it's three peacocks. This side of town makes me nostalgic. Like I grew up on one side of town where I live, and then I moved to the other side. And so you associate one side with your childhood and then one side with like your present time. So I like kind of really want to show you how beautiful it is. Like these fields that I'm going through. Oh my god, no, there's so many cars. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my god, stop. I'm going through the pickup lane. Celebrate blank school. Give to the annual fund. Okay. Okay, cute. Cute. I just feel like I don't belong here. I definitely don't belong here. But like, if I grew up in this town, like, I guess the question is, would I send my children here? And the answer is, I don't know. Maybe I would send them, this is a private school, maybe I would send them to a public school. Ooh, I know the person who's in front of me, I think. Why is she here? Does she still work here? What if she sees me? What if someone sees me? Okay. So let me tell you about it. So I went here from K through 5th. It's a K through 8th school, and then I left to go to a different school because I didn't have that many friends. I had a couple friends, but I was like, new start, new beginning, I'm gonna make new friends, I'm gonna like love my new life at my new school, which I did. I loved my middle school, but then for some reason I again was like, let me try to get a fresh start, because I'm someone who just like likes new things. And so then I went to a different high school, and I fucking did not like my high school. Everyone just really tries hard to like blend in and conform and look the same, but I liked some parts of it. Like I liked choir, and I liked some of the friends which I made, but like the overall environment at school is very much like, keep your head down, like don't like draw attention to yourself, don't be too much. And I'm always someone who's wanted to like draw, well, I don't want to, I just accidentally draw attention to myself. And so yeah, it was definitely a very silencing school, and I went through a lot of mental health problems there. Then I decided to go to U of M, and I had a shit year there. So that's where I am right now. It's just me on my own. I have some childhood friends. I have some friends from middle school. I have some friends from high school. I have some family friends, but not that many, and that's all I got. And that's all I need. Well, I kind of want more friends, but that's all I got. So sitting here reflecting is definitely an interesting experience. There's like the soccer fields, there's like buildings. Ooh, you can definitely see the sign behind me. Okay. Okay, it's time to leave. This angle, I'm gonna put you back on the angle we don't like. So it's definitely a mixed experience, like being so close to the places that you like grew up in. I want to get out of the town that I live in. I really do. Oops. But with COVID, it's just difficult. I mean, I'm gonna try to get an internship, I think, somewhere and like get out of this shithole. It's really not a shithole. That's the issue. Like when it's somewhere that's like kind of nice, you just don't want to leave. Another realization, if you will. Living in the Midwest, expressing yourself in terms of style is really difficult. And being in the Midwest, like pulling off a fashion moment, you're gonna get more weird looks than you will compliments. If you were in somewhere like New York City or like Los Angeles, doing like a fashion moment, you'll get more people who are looking at you because they're like, okay, what are the deets on this outfit? People here are jealous. It's not that they're like judgy. They are judgy, but they're judgy because they're jealous because they don't want to express themselves at all, and they all want to be the same and blended. And that's okay. Like you can have a basic style. Like my style is like pretty basic a lot of the time now. But like in my high school, I always wore like fucking weird ass fits. I'm gonna admit that some of them were not cute. Actually, probably most of them were not cute. It was just like whatever I could find in the morning, and none of the things in my closet actually went together, and then I'd call it a fit. So that I can't blame people for looking at me weirdly for. But expressing yourself in the Midwest is like, you're gonna get weird looks. But that's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to like not be basic and then just, I don't know, it's not even like, it's not a question of, if you're trying not to be basic, then you're probably missing the mark. If you're just expressing yourself and then inherently it's different than what's happening around you, or like it just sort of deviates from this, like the status quo, it is what it is. I feel like this past year, it's like everyone is just like getting through this alone. You know, they just, and they hear podcasts and watch videos and self-help, sources of self-help that are telling them like, okay, just find the things that make you happy, find your purpose. Since we're doing the whole like taking a trip down memory lane thing, I think I'm gonna turn here and go to my old neighborhood. Shoot, I did not prepare for that turn. And then I just had to go from like 50 to 0 really quickly. Yeah, so people are just like, you know, just find those things. It's like you can try to be happy on your own, but if you're unsatisfied on what you're doing, and if you're in this weird period of stagnation, which is what COVID is for a lot of people, they can't pursue everything they want to pursue, you're not going to be happy. You know, you can try so hard to find purpose in the little things, and like I'm trying to do that right now, but that doesn't make me inherently happy. That doesn't change the way I feel, because I'm not going to be able to have that change until I take the steps I need to in my life, which are going to make me happy, which I kind of can't take right now. So, like, I want the next chapter to open, but it's not opening. It's just been closed. Okay, so now I'm in my old neighborhood, and I'm actually in my old cul-de-sac. It's really nice. That's my house. There's 2 cars in front of it. And then I remember the family, which used to live like right across from my old house. And they had this dog, and one time this dog like bit my fucking crotch. And that was not a good thing. And I like was like crying, and it was like my favorite pair of like leggings. And then they came and they like apologized for the dog. Yeah, so it's like, okay, I used to feel a lot of nostalgia when I would come over here. Like, I'd purposely, the first time I got my driver's license, I came and I drove over here. But now it's like I've become more and more distant with the things in my life, to the extent where I just don't really feel. You can go. Do you want to go with your little stroller? You can go. I think we feel guilty like when we no longer feel emotions. Like when I went to my elementary school and I was sitting there, the memories weren't really flooding in because I literally feel like I can't remember anything. I remember this road really distinctly, but when you live in your hometown, like you've lived there your whole life, those things don't bring nostalgia. I really think I have to leave to come back and like appreciate it, because I don't think I could appreciate it fully today, and that's kind of a sucky feeling. But also, it was nice, and like, I don't know, maybe I could. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Okay, so you might be asking, what's the next stop? And the next stop is TJ Maxx. We're just gonna see if we can find anything kind of cute. When is Mother's Day? What if we got a Mother's Day gift? So my brother's birthday is really soon, and then Mother's Day is May 9th. We'll go to TJ Maxx, see if there's anything that's like Mother's Day-esque. Oh, they definitely will. Actually, I've been there. I was there recently, and they have like the corny Mother's Day like mugs. And like, I like that stuff, but it's like, I want something, I kind of want to make something for my mom. Maybe I should make something for her. So I'm back, and that ended up being extremely uneventful. I really wanted to get like sort of like Birks, but I actually hate Birks, and I literally can't get myself to buy them because that's how much I hate them. But I wanted some sort of like slip-on shoe for the summertime, and I liked those BB slip-ons, but they just weren't that like practical. Like, they would just keep sliding off my foot. So I don't know, I didn't get anything at all. But I'm gonna end the vlog here because my phone is gonna die. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and let me know what sort of content you want from me in the future. And let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you didn't enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Peace out. Bye.